Hey, now, let's do a little something different today. I got some leftover pulled pork that I did in the smoker the other day. We broke it down in portions and froze some of it. Kept some in the refrigerator for dinner last night, and then I had some for lunch today. And I decided to do something a little special for everybody today. I guess what I'll do is I'm going to make some pulled pork loaded nachos. And found these, my wife found these at Walmart the other day on the clearance rack. They're Hatch green chili. Come on, Joe. There we go. Hatch green chili tortilla chips. And they're pretty good. So I think that's what I want to do is just see if I can't do a Southwest theme on these bad boys today. And we're gonna get set up and might have some stories to tell of my youth. Okay, let's all go down memory lane together. All right. Got these. I'm gonna do these in the air fryer. I got a little pie pan in the bottom down there. Got a little aluminum foil in there to help clean up, take care of the mess. I got some habanero pepper jack cheese I'm putting on there. This one is for me, since I like mine kind of on the spicy side. Do that, and we're going to put a little bit of cheddar cheese on there too. I like the cheddar cheese. It helps when you got arthritis and big old hands with these pint-sized bags. Always have problem like that. All right, I've already heated the pork up just a little bit where it will separate just a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that on pork on top of the cheese, and I'm going to put them in the microwave. Listen at me. I'm going to put them in the air fryer at 400 for just a few minutes, just long enough for the meat, for the cheese to melt. There we go. Don't like that. Be right back. I need to go wash my hands. Right now, what I'm going to do, found this, my daughter found this at the grocery store. It's hot avocado, and man, it is good on anything and everything. And just going to drizzle that on there. I know I could wait till I bring it out before I put this on there, but to me, it kind of helps if you heat it up just a little bit. If I want more, I can add more. All right, now, just because I'm courageous and it's not hot enough or spicy enough, I got some Hatch green chili powder that I bought online. Bought a big old container of it and portion it out, and then put it on the table, and then I freeze the rest of it. All right, I'm gonna put some jalapenos on there. These You can get them at your local grocery store. They pretty good stuff. Remember when I was a kid, growing up in New Mexico, they had these stores out there, Las Cruces, New Mexico. They had the stores there that sold all your Mexican ingredients, peppers and pinto beans, or raw pinto beans, not canned. They had big old boxes of these pinto beans where you can just go in there and get them by the pound or get them by the bushel or whatever you want to do. And they would always have these gallon cans of jalapeno peppers like this. They were whole jalapeno peppers with onions and garlic and carrots and all in it. You're talking about some good stuff. Now that was some good stuff back in the day. All right, I'm gonna get this in the air fryer, 400. I'm gonna shoot for 2 minutes, and hopefully that'll melt that cheese, and then we'll go from there. All right. Now, it took 4 minutes to get that cheese all melted. Now, I want y'all to be very careful on how you take these little pans out of your air fryer. It is hot. It's like taking it out of the oven. Y'all please be careful. All right, now I got some coleslaw that we had to go along with the barbecue sandwiches the other night. We had, so I'm not going to waste none of that. We'll put some on the outer perimeter, because we might need it. And just for the heck of it, I think I'm going to put some Mexican crema here in all right. I'll be right back. There we go. Looking good. Get set up eating. All right. Let's see what we got here now. If I did any good. Get me a big old, look at that. Got slaw, got the chip beef, Boston butt on there, and avocado cream and sour cream with one jalapeno pepper, one small one. Oh yeah. That hat green chili powder is kicking. It's kicking. That's good stuff. Yep. I promised everybody a story, but don't know where to start. Dad was in the military, and he got him a job there in Almagora, New Mexico, and later it transferred to Las Cruces, New Mexico. In that area there in Las Cruces, a lot of history there in New Mexico alone. Had Pancho Villa coming across the border raiding churches there at Las Cruces and Columbus, New Mexico, and all along the border. Got on one side of the mountain there in Las Cruces there, the Oregon Mountains, there's Johnson Space Center. That's where all the rockets were tested for the Apollo program. On the other side of the mountain is White Sands Missile Range, where the rockets were actually shot off straight up to all the computers and everything, and then they parachuted down and they read all the data and everything, what have you. During World War II, they had the atomic bomb assembled there and was tested there, not far from Alamogordo, place where they call Trinity Site. Now, you can go there and visit if you want to now. I think it's only open certain times a year, but you go out there and some of the buildings are still there and the big crater and all still there, what have you. But anyway, little town I grew up in, Las Cruces, where Pat Garrett had him a small farm, and he tried to get him another farm, and I used to ride my dirt bike not far from the farm where he was trying to lease at the time, and not I think it's like 10 miles, 12 miles, something like that, from the site where him and another man got out of a wagon on their way to Las Cruces to take a leak. And I don't know whether it was set up or what. There's so many stories that goes with that. But anyway, he was shot, and the guy that was driving the wagon was the one that was arrested and all for it. They said an assassin was set up somewhere near there, and he got shot. Anyway, there's a little small concrete plaque there that shows where he was killed and everything. But anyway, Dad moved us out of town, out to the desert, because Daddy was a big gun enthusiast. He liked to shoot, he liked to reload. We got out there, our nearest neighbor was a mile, and he had a little target range and everything. He'd reload and he'd shoot downrange. He had a big berm and all there. So he was all scared about the snakes and everything, but Mama being way out there and so far from town. At that time, we didn't have a telephone, and we had one channel you could watch on TV, one, because of the reception of where the mountain and all that. So we didn't very little thing. We got to watch Gunsmoke and Bonanza and what have you. Anyway, we got these bushes out there, the yucca bush. Someone calls it a yucca bush. Someone calls it a yucca plant. Anyway, there's a stalk that grows up out of the center of it, and it kind of reminds you of a corn stalk. And at the top, it blooms flowers, beautiful white flowers to it, and the husk that holds the flower reminds you of corn. I mean, a cotton ball. And when the flower blows away, the stalk dies and falls, then all the seeds and all blow off, and they grow another plant. And I'm telling you all this to lead up to this story. So Dad was all scared about the snake coming up on the house and three little kids and what have you. I think I was 7, my sister was 5, somewhere in that neighborhood. Anyway, Dad put that stalk out there on the ground and said, all right, he's got a .22 Magnum Ruger pistol. He says, now, shoot that snake. And Mama would shoot, and they'd shoot circles around that stick, that stalk. Dad reloaded, and the whole time he's fussing, brother, shoot that snake, shoot his head off. Mama shoots circles around that stalk. Daddy said, I give up. So we was all out there playing one day. My sister went screaming, "Mama, Mom, there's a snake!" So Mama comes out of the house with Daddy's 22 Magnum, looking like Clint Eastwood out there, kind of. Everybody get back! Everybody get back! Where's that snake? Where's the snake? He's right up there, underneath the propane tank. Underneath the propane tank. Now remember that Mama couldn't hit broadside with bars with a pistol if she was standing in the hayloft. Remember that now, okay? So Mama, take that aim. Pow! That snake comes rolling out from underneath the propane tank. Head gone. Then Mama's up, put her hand on her chest. She said, "Oh Lord, help me! If I had a miss and hit that propane tank, we'd all be dead." Blow up the whole trailer and everything. Then Daddy got Mama out there when he had to sit over at Target out there where he would practice. He was a volunteer sheriff department deputy. He'd get out there and he'd do that FBI squat and shoot and everything, pull it, squat and shoot and everything, just like the FBI taught them how to do back in the day. And he got Mama out there with a 38 snub nose, and he said, "Now look, this man right here is a threat. He's either going to rape you or rob you, and I want you to shoot him 5 times in the chest, 5 times." So Mama, she pulled that little pistol out of that little holster that Dad gave her. She squatted down, and it was a double action Smith & Wesson 38, and she pulled that trigger 5 times. Pow, 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 pow. Daddy snatched that gun away from her after the fish shot. He said, "I told you in the chest, the chest area right here. Look, the chest area right here." And all Mama's shots was in the crotch area. You could put a paper plate over every one of the shots over there in the crotch area. Mama said, "If he's got anything else on his mind, he's welcome to come on in the house." So much for Mama and her shooting. Oh, speaking of shooting, Mama got a bunch of apples given to her. I don't know how many cases they gave to her. But anyway, she cooked them all down and was going to make jam. Jam and jelly. The ladies at the church all gave her recipes, told her how to do everything. Mama went through all the directions and everything and put them up in jars and everything, waited. I think we waited a couple of weeks before she opened them up. Couldn't even get a spoon down that jam. Finally got that spoon down in there. I was going to get some of that jam out of there. Bent the spoon. Mama was so upset. Daddy said, "Don't worry about it, man." He said, I'll use them for target practice." So Daddy had a pump 22 Magnum Winchester rifle. He set a couple jars way out there, 50 yards out, something like that, and shot, and the jelly was still there. So he shot another jar, and the jelly's still there. Daddy said, "I know I hit that thing. I ain't that bad of a shot." Walked out there, and there was a hole right in the center of that jelly. All the glass of the jelly is gone. But the jelly's still there. Mama's jelly was bulletproof jelly. Oh, we made fun of her for her jelly making. Even the dog got out there and played with that jelly, rolled around and growled and everything. I tell you what, they don't make mamas like they used to. I swear they don't. My sister, some little girls there at school were making fun of her, calling her names for one thing and another. Calling them pretty bad names. You know how young girls and adolescents, where the chemical change years and all that have you. Yeah. Mom went down there to school, was talking to the principal. She said, I want you to call that little girl down here. I want to talk to her. No, we just can't let you can't bring her down here and let you talk with her. Mom said, I want to talk with her. I said, who is she? Mom said, we can't tell you who she is, and we can't bring her down here to talk with her. We'll talk with her. We'll talk to her parents. Mom said, don't make me take this school, turn it upside down, and shake her out. I know that ain't humanly possible, but I want to be on ground level in the first bleacher to watch that picture show. I wouldn't put it past my mama. I swear I wouldn't put it past mama to do such an act like that. Man, it was so something else. Oh man, my brother. That reminds me. My brother, he ain't no bigger than a broomstick. Still ain't. We get out there. They got these ditches out there, what they call arroyo or arroya. Either one I think is correct. It's where the rainwater from the mountain comes down. It's a natural ditch. And the sand is real soft. It's kind of like a grainy beach sand, if you will. Like I said, my little brother wasn't no bigger than a broomstick, all swollen up and everything. Anyway, he says, I want to play. I said, well, what do you want to play? He says, let's play Bonanza. I said, okay. Since my name is Joe, I'm gonna be little Joe. He said, no. He said, you look more like a hoss. Hoss is big, you big. I'll be little Joe because I'm little. I said, boy, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Then we'd get out there and we play in that arroyo. And then all of a sudden we decide we won't play full contact football. We'd get out there. He was Dallas Cowboy. He had a number 12 on. That was Roger Staubach's number then. And I was a Vikings fan. So we'd get out there. We full contact out there in the middle of that sand, boy. His team consisted of him. My team consisted of me. I'd catch him and ring his bell every time, and he'd get mad. He said, "Can you just let me go ahead and make a touchdown?" My sister was something else too. We live about 2 miles off the highway. School bus would drop us off at there, and we'd walk all the way to the house. And knowing my sister like I know my sister, she got snake bit, a rattlesnake bit, and she said it was a baby. Knowing her like I know her, she kicked that damn snake. I swear she did. Anyway, Mama took her to town and everything. Mama just thought she was going to lose her leg, whole 9 yards. And she did all right. They had her in the hospital for about a week, but she did all right. But I'm going to show you something. This is some kind of stuff that she used to do. Now, I want you to share that candy bar with your brother now, okay? Yes, ma'am. So she'd get that Snickers bar and she'd break it, and then she'd measure it. And just a little bigger than that one. Here. Explain that math to me. To this day, I don't understand that math. How she could bite it and even it up and it come out even. I'll never understand. I'll never understand that. We've laughed about that all these years. She'd do that with anything and everything. I'm talking about sharing. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Good times when we were kids. Dad didn't buy us very many toys or anything like that. We had to come up with our own. Dad got me a dirt bike, a motor guzzi, and got my little brother a a little, I think it was called an alligator mini bike. Anyway, just a little mini bike with a little small lawnmower engine on it, and we take off. Tear up that desert out there. Oh man, he was something else. That's what I'm talking about when I say invite somebody to your table, make a memory, and put a smile on their face. You need to come to the table and reminisce about the old days. Don't hash over the bad parts of it. Just bring up the funny parts of life. Medicine, good medicine. I had a bad accident at work, and Mama called, and my wife called my brother and told my brother that your brother's injured pretty bad. So he drives 70 miles from work to where Mama lives. Walks in the house and turns the TV off. Now that was a no-no right there. Mama knew something was up for him to come in there and mess with her TV. He told her what all was going on. So then Mama called my wife, and oh man, it was a week later. It was during tax time. Mama couldn't come out because of business. Anyway, Mama flew out, and I had just hadn't been home but a day or so, and Mama showed up, and Mama come in. We got us a hug and everything, and Mama told me a little joke, something funny, and all this, that, and the other. I didn't laugh like I normally did, and she said, "You in pain? You hurting?" I said, "No, ma'am." I said, I just don't see anything humorous anymore, Mom. Mama slid the footstool over, got between my legs, and grabbed my scrub shirt that my friends gave me. Says, "Boy, you better get your sense of humor back, and get it back now, because that's what's going to help you through all this." And I swear, Mama was right. It took me a while to get my sense of humor back. But anyway, messed up my neck, messed up my back, messed up my spinal cord, what have you, and broke everything in my face and had some nerve damage. And it took me a year, and I got over it. Still paying for it now. But I remember when I was 9 years old, I was out there helping my grandpa out in his garden, and they don't make grandpa like they used to now. I'm going to tell you that right now. My grandpa could do anything shy of walking on water. That's the way I looked at it. He a hard-working man. I never knew him to be sick for any reason, and he was always working. Always had a dairy farm, and we were down there in the once over we come out, and we was down there in the garden, and I was picking butter beans. And every once in a while, I'd stand up and stretch my back, put my hands on my back. 9 years old, stretching my back. I'd go back down picking them butter beans, and "What's wrong with you, boy?" I said, "My back hurts, Papa." He said, "Boy, you ain't old enough to have a back. Get down there and pick them beans." I get thinking about that when my back gets to hurt. I said, "Oh, Lord, I wish my grandpa was here right now to tell me that I wasn't old enough to have a back." When I think of my grandpa, the first thing I work. That's the first thing working in cows, working in the field. He could make a mule and a plow and do things. With a plow that take you all day long to do with a tractor. Oh, hey, yeah, okay. I just graduated high school, and a big storm. I was living with my grandparents there in Georgia, and a big oak tree blew down. I mean, it was a tornado that took it down. A huge oak tree, and it had trees growing off the trunk of this oak tree. And he said, "Come on down here and help me, boy." Yes, sir. So one Saturday when I was off work, so we get down there and he done dug around the trunk and everything, and trying to get that the root and the stump out of the ground. It was kind of like at a 45 degrees. He was trying to get the rest of it out of the ground. Anyway, he hooked the tractor up to it. He had one of them old Farmall, 48 Farmall, and that nose, it kept nosing up. He pointed in another direction, kept nosing up. He didn't cuss, but he'd go, "Oh, dog it." And he wore a rubber boot, and you could hear him going up the hill. And you go, with his rubber boots. Here he comes back down there with his mule, and I heard it clank, clank, clankety, clank, clank, and clank. What in the world? He got a hold of that mule and got a hold of that stump. That slapping him, you know, ha! And you can see all the veins popping out the back of that mule's hams, you know, there on his back leg. And then he'd reposition it, and that stump was moving now. He'd reposition him, and his stump, ha! Finally, that stump come up out of the ground. He said, "I know doggone well it was going to come up." Well, anyway, the next Saturday that I had off, he wanted me to go down there and help him. And this was like 1974. And if they had chainsaws back then, he didn't have one or wasn't going to buy one. Anyway, we was out there with a crosscut saw. Two-man crosscut saw. It's like a big old saw blade, had a wood handle on each end, and one man would pull and the other man would pull with it. One man would pull, one man, the other man would pull with it. And I come down there and said, "All right, old man." I said, "I'm about to work you into the ground." He said, whoa. Here we go. We start sawing and everything. It didn't take long. Papa was pushing me and pulling me for that saw. And he says, "You're working me in the ground yet, son?" I swear, I don't know where that old man got all that strength from, but I tell you what's true. They don't make grandpas like that no more. No, sir. No, sir. He took down with Alzheimer's, and for 10 years he was in the bed, and he finally passed away. And my little cousin come up to me and says, he was like 16, 17 years old, something like that. He's pretty well almost grown. He said, you don't care nothing about Papa. You ain't cried yet." I said, "Let me tell you something, boy. You need to back up out of my damn face." I said, my grandpa passed away 10 years ago when Alzheimer's took him down like kryptonite taking Superman out. I said, I had him cried in. Because I knew if Grandpa had any strength or anything to say, do or say about it, he could whip it. He could take it away. While I was in bed with him, Alzheimer's, my uncle had moved I was Mama's baby brother, had moved the vegetable garden up near the house. And Grandpa had a big old dairy farm out there, a huge dairy farm. Anyway, he brought it up there toward the house where he could see the corn growing and all, and look at the vegetables and all growing from the window and all from the kitchen table and what have you. So my uncle was hollering, "Gee up there, gee, come on, mule, gee up, come on, mule." He was hollering and screaming. Grandpa slid out of bed, "Oh, dog it," and wobbled up there to the screen door. "Gee up, mule." That mule looked like it had a hawk sunk in the ground. Looked like one of them sand racers, you know, set in the ground, getting nothing but traction. "Whoa, mule, That mule would drag him off across that doggone field. I got it, Daddy, I got it, Daddy, I got it. He said, no, you didn't. you got it now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But oh man, I didn't see this, but I heard about it. That he had a mule that was stepping on the plants that he was plowing in between. He'd holler, get up off them plants, get up off this plant. And he sunk the hand plow down in the ground right there, and hit that mule right between his eyes. Uncle Jack, that mule leg buckled his foot out. His nose was touching on the ground. Ground boss said, now I said, stay up off them bushes. He said when that mule got back up, he was even scared of a blade of grass that was growing up. He was scared to step on a blade of grass in the garden. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, let me end this thing. Oh man, it's good going down memory lane. It's good going down memory lane. And invite somebody to your table. Make a memory with a smile on their face. And make them laugh. Make them laugh real hard. Hey, until next time, this is Joe. I'll see you later.